Hello, everyone. We are live and welcome. We are on our 30-day challenge, advancing on purpose. That is what we are doing. So, welcome to the broadcast. So, most or some of you know that we are going live for 30 days straight. And why? Because I want you to be able to advance on purpose. I want you to take your career to the next level. And so that is why we're doing this. Now, a little bit of housekeeping. We are generally here for the 30-day challenge right here on my Facebook business page. And it's only going to be, I promise you, no more than 30 minutes because I know that your time is valuable and you're a leader and you got to get stuff done. And so we are going to come in, talk, give some points, drop some nuggets, and then be out. So, thank you for joining us. And really, I have designed this because I want you to advance on purpose. My name is Miranda Denise Watson. I help mid career women level up to an executive level position. Now, yesterday we spoke about DEIBA. So we talked all about diversity, equity, inclusion, belonging, accessibility. So if you missed any parts of that, please make sure you catch the replay. You can do that on my Facebook business page, or we have it up on YouTube as well. So throughout, you'll see that YouTube banner popping in and popping out so you can jot that information down. But definitely, you can go back and catch the replay. Now, today, we are focused on the art of communication as a leader, and it's a critical skill, and it really can either make or break you. And it is how you rise up the ladder. And so, when we're talking about communicating as a leader, we're going to delve into three key areas because generally we're always going to just talk about three things and then be out. So, the first thing we're going to just talk about just clarity, mastering clarity, emotional intelligence. Now, we have spoken about emotional intelligence, but we're still going to come from a slightly different angle. And no, when we're talking about leadership, there are a lot of times a lot of things kind of blend. Sometimes there's a little bit of twist and turns and a little bit of nuance. So we're definitely coming from slightly different position. And then we're going to be speaking about listening actively. So before we do that, let's look to see who is here. And note, please, whether you're catching this live, whether you're catching the replay, please put in the comments your name and where you're tuning in from. And also, if there is something resonating with you, please let us know. Type that in. Say, hey, when you were talking about EI, this is what I thought, or this is how I felt, or this is what I've experienced before. Let us know. We would love to know what's going on in your world. We also want to make sure that we are on target for your specific needs. And if you have any questions, please feel free to answer them. I'm going through the comments. My team will go through the comments. Your response is important to us. So definitely don't be afraid to say something because we are looking out and we're watching. So thank you for that. Now, if you've been with me, you know I'm generally going to have a story. And why stories? Why, Miranda? Why do you just always want to tell us a story? Well, I want to share a story with you because it's important being able to see a person's journey helps us. It helps us to catapult to our journey. It helps us to know that we are not alone. And a lot of times we really do think, oh, this is only happening to me. Oh, I'm getting treated this way. No one else is, or this or that. And that's why we tell these stories, because we want you to know that you are not alone on this journey. And so, note, I am a coach and I've been in the leadership realm for 20 plus years. I know I don't look like I've been in here for 20 plus years, or that's what I want you to tell me anyway. But no, I've been in it for 20 plus years. So I have lots of stories. But being a coach, one thing that I always say to my clients, and that is what we're talking about, what we're sharing, it remains confidential. So when I go to tell stories, I don't use people's names, and sometimes I will slightly tweak the story just because I want people to feel like their information is safe with me. And I take that extremely important. So I will tell you my story, I'll share my business, but I won't just out you. And so just please know that and understand that. So I'm going to share a story today and it's going to be a quick story of Emily. And so, Emily, just like many of you, and just like other stories that I have shared, has been in her profession. She is doing it, period. Undeniable. She knows her stuff. So, she definitely has this deep understanding of her field, her craft. Here's the thing, she was handed a high stakes project, and pretty much, people, when you're handed a project, people are looking at you. They are looking to see what are you going to do, how well you're going to do it. And I am sure you know, or you've been in that situation, or you know someone that has been in that situation where boss comes, hey, here's this project. I want you to take it and run with it. Well, that was her particular situation. However, Emily lacked effective communication. So when she went to speak to the team, she thought she was conveying the information. She thought the team understood. She recognizes that, hey, you know what? When I go to speak in front of people, I'm not the most confident. However, she just kind of pushed past it and she went for it. But again, for her, the team did not really thoroughly grasp her direction, where she was trying to go. And so she wasn't able to articulate the expectations. She wasn't able to give proper feedback. And so, unfortunately for her at that time, the project faltered. And you can guess they didn't give her a project for some time to come. So she was definitely wanting to advance, but she had to take a step back. The good thing is she realized, you know what? I need to make sure that when this opportunity comes again, or when I go ask for another opportunity, that I'm in the right space. So she spent the next year working and honing on her communication skills, and she finally got the courage to go and ask her boss for the next assignment, which she crushed. But again, note, she crushed it, but she crushed it by making sure that she was a better communicator. And that's the key, becoming an effective communicator. So the takeaway really is, even if you're excellent at your job, poor communication skills can bottleneck your career. And we do not want that. We want you to understand, the art of communicating as a leader because it is truly a game changer for you. So let's go ahead and jump into our 3 points today, or yep, 3 points. And so we're going to, our first point, clarity in communication. Clarity means simplifying your messages to make them clear and easy to understand. It involves breaking down complex ideals, breaking down complex tasks into small, manageable pieces. This includes not only using simple language, but also organizing your thoughts in a logical manner, focusing on one ideal at a time. And let's talk about simple language. Plain language. Plain language. I know that we have great, big, diverse, complex vocabularies. I get it. However, when we are communicating, we really, and we're especially when we're communicating with a group, it is so important to use simple. Imagine if you are speaking to a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old. You want to use plain language, and it is not demeaning, because sometimes people will be like, well, but no, it is not demeaning. It is making sure that we are getting across our message effectively. So, when speaking about clarity, you want to have transparent interactions, or you want to have transparent intentions and objectives. You you should use precise language, and when appropriate, again, we want to use plain language. Choose your words carefully to express exactly what you mean. And sometimes that means avoiding jargon or buzzwords that might confuse your audience. So, when it comes to clarity, it's important to avoid misunderstandings. Misunderstandings are a common reason why projects and teams fail. When communication is unclear, your team members may not understand their roles. They may not know their roles. They may not know what the deadlines are or the overall objective, which can cause confusion, and delays. So, clear communication saves time. Without it, time is often wasted on clearing up the misunderstandings, backtracking, or redoing tasks that they thought it was supposed to be this way when in fact it was supposed to be different. So, clear communication really eliminates inefficiency. Clear communication also improves team morale and confidence. We want that. When leaders communicate clearly, team members feel more stable, more confident, knowing exactly what needs to be done and also why it matters. Clear instructions also lead to better end results. So it's important as a leader understanding and applying clarity in your communication is pivotal for your career and for the productivity and effectiveness of your team. So I know I said that we spoke about emotional intelligence, EI. We touched upon it. EI is, let's give you like a, imagine you strolled into the office, right? You strolled into the office and you were able to diffuse an argument. You saw your coworker had coffee spilled and you were able to delicately inform that coworker, you know what? Hey, you got a little spill right there. And then you were able to pull off one of the most productive meetings, and all of this happened before 10 a.m. That's like the art of emotional intelligence. being able to really be a conductor and accomplish what needs to be accomplished by taking in people's feelings, their thoughts, and how you're perceived, how you're speaking, how they're receiving. It's all of that. So, it's just like being so we're on the same sheet of music. Let's dive in just a little bit deeper. I want you to think about recognizing emotions. So, when we're talking about EI, it starts with the ability to identify not just basic emotions like happiness or anger, but it's more complex emotions, such as being able to recognize frustration, anger, whether it's enthusiasm or both, whether it's for you or coming from others. It's about understanding emotions. It involves perceiving the cause and effect relationship of emotions. For instance, being able to decipher why a certain piece of news caused stress for one and maybe not for another. So, for leaders, this means being able to also stay calm under pressure. It means providing or being composed when you're speaking, whether it is in a stressful situation, whether it's in a set, it just doesn't matter. For you, you're going to remain composed in the presence of whatever is coming at you. And also, you want to understand that as a leader, and when we're dealing with emotional intelligence, it involves understanding emotions in order to build stronger relationships. So it's definitely not just a one sided situation. It's how do we build stronger relationships? How do we resolve conflicts? How do we guide the team dynamics in a positive direction? And your emotional intelligence is really going to help you to be able to really look at the room, bring in the room, and understand how to work the room for good. And so, why do we need this? In any group settings, there's always an underlying current of emotions that can influence the group's behavior. High emotional intelligence enables you to quickly grasp these emotional currents, whether it's unspoken tension, enthusiasm, anxiety. This helps you to adapt your leadership style and communication to better match the team's need at any given moment. Emotional intelligence allows you to offer timely and appropriate support or guidance, enhancing your influence as a leader. Your capacity to manage your own emotions and perceive those of others contributes to more nuance and effective decision making. And I speak a lot about effective decision making because you need it. It's absolutely a must. By mastering emotional intelligence, you're not just improving your own leadership capabilities, you're setting the stage for a more harmonious, efficient, and inclusive work environment. Very important. And our last topic is going to be active listening. And that starts with giving the speaker your complete attention. So, how about, oh, yeah, go. Keep talking. I'm listening. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I hear you. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-mm. I understand in this world we have so much going on, but that's not active listening. It isn't just about making eye contact. It's also about eliminating distractions like the temptation to check your phone. You could be in a meeting and you're not even focused because you're like, "Oh, let me check. Did I get an email? Did that come in? Did this come in?" You you missed the meeting topics. You did. You missed the meeting topics. So, active listening, it is imperative. It's such an imperative thing. It goes beyond just listening to words. It's about grasping the ideals, the emotions, intentions behind the words. So if you're not even looking at the person to even try to understand the body language that's going forth, you're probably gonna miss something that's crucial. There are nonverbal cues, there are tones, there's pitch, there's body language, all to be captured. Active listening culminates in responding in a way that confirms you have fully understood the speaker's message. This could be through paraphrasing, asking thoughtful questions for clarification, or giving the appropriate feedback, which isn't always, uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. No, it's not always it's not always that. So, by mastering the skill of active listening, you do more than just hear, you understand, you create a respectful and an inclusive culture. When you actively listen to your team members, you send a message that their thoughts and their opinions are actually important, and it fosters an environment where people feel motivated to contribute, which is essential for promoting diversity and inclusion. When we're talking about active listening, it enables you to understand the issues at hand more comprehensively. By gaining a deeper understanding of the context and the viewpoints of whatever stakeholders you're dealing with, you can develop solutions that are well rounded, thoughtful, and more likely to be effective. And so active listening goes so far, and it again is just so much more than looking at a person. It really is. It can help strengthening relationships. When people feel heard, they're more likely to trust and respect you, which is a vital foundation of a leader. It cultivates an open dialogue and a crucial aspect of collaboration and innovation in your team. So, active listening is crucial. It's a crucial component. It's also it you can link in the emotional intelligence by tuning in to emotional undertones of a conversation. You can better manage those interpersonal relationships. And it's the best thing. It's the best thing when you as a leader are speaking to your employee, for them to feel heard, for them to feel seen. And if you're multitasking while they're speaking to you, I dare say they may not feel heard and they may not feel seen. And that's not what we want to do. We are here to advance on purpose. So take time to practice these things. You don't always have to practice them at work. You can practice them at home. You can practice these things with your children, with your friends. Make this part of your active lifestyle. Now, I am thrilled to announce, if you've been with us, I've been saying we have giveaways And we have a giveaway weekly, but you gotta either be in our Facebook group to be the first to know, or you get to hear it live. And so today is a giveaway day. So I'm so super excited. Listen, I can't give you everything. Even though we're going live for 30 days straight, I can't give you everything in this short time frame. So I definitely took time to make sure that these gifts that I am giving will also catapult you and on your journey. And so please, like this particular gift, I don't know about you, but how many of you just struggle with telling people no? Just struggle with feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't want to reject them. I don't want them to feel this way. You're just caught up in others' emotions and things of that nature. So, this gift has been curated just for you. So please use that QR code, or on Facebook, you can look for Next Level Progression Tribe. So you can use that code. If you're maybe on your phone, take a screenshot of this so you have it, and then you can use it later, or jot down Next Level Progression Tribe. Note, you got to be in the group to get the free gift. So please go over, get the free gift. The free gift will be there until tomorrow morning, about 10 a.m. Then I'm going to take that down. So please go get that free gift. Let me know what you think about it. It's the magic of refusal, how women in mid careers can harness the power of no to flourish. So definitely go ahead and grab that. And so let me talk a little bit, and we're going to wrap this up, about key takeaways to remember. Communication is more than just talking. It's about transferring understanding, which involves clarity, emotional intelligence, and active listening. So, your expertise can not only take you, it's only going to take you but so far. Your communication skills will take you farther than what your expertise is going to do. You need the expertise, but you also need the communication style. Mastering the art of communication isn't just beneficial for you, it creates, again, a more collaborative working environment. It's an effective working environment for everyone that's involved. So remember, the journey to becoming a successful leader involves continuous learning, self improvement. Mastering the art of communication is critical and crucial in your journey. And I want to end with a quote: words mean more than what is set down on paper. It takes the human voice to infuse them with a deeper meaning. Maya Angelou. Join me tomorrow for more insight, great nuggets, because it is my goal to help you move in your career. You deserve to advance on purpose. My name is Miranda Denise Watson, and I help mid career women level up to executive level positions.